Open Street Knoxville this past Sunday afternoon was the talk of the community. With the streets filled with many people walking and getting exercise, the event was a huge success. Along with the fun and exciting moments during this event, there was talk about the new Broadway Corridor enhancement plan. This plan was created by the East Tennessee Community Design Center, and their plan is to help bridge the gap between Fountain City and downtown Knoxville. Here's what local resident Lauren Cox's first reaction to the new plan was.
My first reaction is this area is not very walkable, and we love walkable communities. And so if we had better sidewalk improvements and places for people to even park, to walk to all these different places like we're doing today, that's super important to me. And when I saw that, it was exciting.
Leslie Falls, spokesperson for the new Broadway plan, also talked about the goals of this new addition.
Well, like everything the Design Center does, it was to get community input on how to improve this area. We look at a 3/4-mile stretch of Broadway, and this was a demonstration project to see what could happen in other areas of town. And the goal is to have it implemented, of course.
This plan is in the early stages, and there is currently no time frame for when it will be completed. From Local 8 News, I'm Andrew Bowen.
On Sunday afternoon, Open Streets Knoxville hosted their annual street fair along North Broadway. The street fair brings out members of the community for a day of activities. They closed down the street for a couple of hours, bringing out vendors, bands, and other groups from the area. One of these vendors was the East Tennessee Community Design Center, who used their booth to gather input from the community on their Broadway Corridor enhancement plan. Leslie Faway, the studio design director of the ETCD, explained why their project attracted them to the street fair.
Well, like everything the Design Center does, it was to get community input on how to improve this area. We look at a 3/4-mile stretch of Broadway, and this was a demonstration project to see what could happen in other areas of town.
The plan aims to bring Broadway to its full potential as a business and community stronghold by working with local leaders and neighbors. Lauren Cox, a local mother and resident of the Fountain City community, enjoyed the chance to voice her opinion.
This area is not very walkable, and we love walkable communities. And so if we had better sidewalk improvements and places for people to even park, to walk to all these different places like we're doing today, that's super important to me. And when I saw that, it was exciting.
If you'd like more information on the project, you can visit the East Tennessee Design Center website. From Broadway, I'm Jessie Kelly, WVLT Local 8 News.
The more people that are excited about it, the more likely it is to happen.
Pedestrians celebrated Open Streets on Broadway as Open Streets took over Knoxville to propose improvements to streetscapes, pedestrian connections, and bicycle lanes. Among the list of improvements, Open Streets hopes to improve Knoxville streets to reflect many changes that have already been implemented on the campus of the University of Tennessee. Pedestrian walkways and zoning improvements are a priority for the group. Using community input, the group is able to find out exactly what the public wants.
Yeah, the goal would be that we've shown through lots of community input that these kind of 6 categories are what people would want to see on Broadway, and that we have even more power if we know what people want first.
Fountain City resident Lauren Cox voiced her displeasure with the current state of Knoxville's Broadway area.
This area is not very walkable, and we love walkable communities. And so if we had better sidewalk improvements and places for people to even park, to walk to all these different places like we're doing today, that's super important to me.
Former City Councilman Dwayne Grieve speaks on the financial benefit of the project.
We do know that the improvements will certainly enhance not only the businesses but the availability of the neighborhoods to be able to access much better the businesses in this area.
From Open Streets Knoxville, Grant Blaylock, Channel 8 News.
Festivities and future plans of a safer and more efficient street were 2 of the main events occurring on Sunday, September 30th. Open Streets Knoxville, an organization that's initiative is to enhance and improve the streets of Knoxville, reached out to patrons on Broadway to see what the community would like to see changed.
Well, like everything the Design Center does, it was to get community input on how to improve this area. We look at a 3/4-mile stretch of Broadway, and this was a demonstration project to see what could happen in other areas of town.
With community involvement being the top priority, Open Streets Knoxville allowed for their community to rank top priorities and things they would like to see happen to the future streets of Broadway.
We've shown through lots of community input that these kind of 6 categories are what people would want to see on Broadway, and that we have even more power if we know what people want first. So we can then go to the city and say, hey, people want to see bus shelters and new crosswalks, but they really want to see crosswalks first, so can we get funding for the crosswalks now, and then maybe later we can get bus shelters.
These overall needs for the community are the main points that the Open Streets Knoxville organization is trying to get across and is overall appreciated by the community present at the event today.
So if we had better sidewalk improvements and places for people to even park, to walk to all these different places like we're doing today, that's super important to me. And when I saw that, it was exciting.
Plans for this enhancement have been in the make since 2015, but will see improvement in the future. Savannah Smith, Local 8 News.
At today's Open Streets Knoxville Festival, the Design Center, based in the center of the neighborhood, is giving information on its Broadway Corridor Enhancement Plan. Open Streets Knoxville is hosted by Bike Walk Knoxville, and it is an event for all ages. The event gives residents an opportunity to explore their neighborhood and local businesses in a fun, safe way. They can walk, ride bikes, hula hoop, and much more. The Design Center is giving information on the Broadway Corridor Enhancement Plan. According to Leslie Fawaz, the Design Center did not begin the project, but the Broadway Corridor Task Force brought the project to them.
Well, like everything the Design Center does, it was to get community input on how to improve this area. We look at a 3/4-mile stretch of Broadway, and this was a demonstration project to see what could happen in other areas of town. And the goal is to have it implemented, of course.
First reaction is this area is not very walkable, and we love walkable communities. And so if we had better sidewalk improvements and places for people to even park, to walk to all these different places like we're doing today, that's super important to me. And when I saw that, it was exciting.
In the first hour of the street festival, 25 people filled out comment sheets on the Broadway Corridor Enhancement Plan. Alyssa Gaines, Local 8 News.
My freak flag is unfurled, so my friends
The Open Streets Knoxville event shows that a strong community and business life is important to residents. As residents parade through the event with live music and games, the Tennessee Design Center learns how residents rank the importance and overall feel regarding the change. One city resident strongly supports the development plan. This area holds a lot of importance for her, as a Parks and Rec employee and a mother whose son attends a school in this area.
Okay, my name is Lauren Cox.
And you live in Fountain City?
In Fountain City.
And your kid goes to school?
First Lutheran School.
Right there. So
right
this neighborhood matters to you?
Yes.
So when you saw this here and these changes, what was your first reaction?
My first reaction is this area is not very walkable, and we love walkable communities. And so if we had better sidewalk improvements and places for people to even park, to walk to all these different places like we're doing today, that's super important to me. And when I saw that, it was exciting.
Okay.
The Broadway Corridor Enhancement Plan is broken down into 6 major components that will come together to greatly improve the safety and accessibility of this area.
The goal would be that we've shown through lots of community input that these kind of 6 categories are what people would want to see on Broadway, and that we have even more power if we know what people want first. So we can then go to the city and say, hey, people want to see bus shelters and new crosswalks, but they really want to see crosswalks first, so can we get funding for the crosswalks now, and then maybe later we can get bus shelters.
This is a neighborhood that prides itself on their community life. So the goal today is to use residents' input to improve this area while benefiting businesses as well. People gather on the streets of Broadway, learning from one another in a